Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys in a Ride. Today we are here with Rick, and we are here with one truly rare Camaro from The Shed, owned by Bob Marvin.
Yes,
and we are at the Minneapolis Auto Show, and Rick is going to tell us about this Camaro. So, what year is it?
69.
1969. And there were only 69 produced.
69 built, and this one here is number 36.
Now, there's a unique story behind why this car was ever made, because it has an unusual engine.
Correct.
So the engine is, I think, it's an all-aluminum 427 big block.
There you got it.
Okay.
Yes.
So why was it ever made? Because the Camaro never came with that. You couldn't spec it out that way.
You're right.
So tell us how it came to be. Fred Gibbs.
Fred,
yeah.
Well, he was the instigator.
Because he was a dealer. He was an owner of a dealership.
Yeah, in Illinois, and he went to Chevy. Said, "I'd like you to build me 20 of these." I said, "Right. If we're not going to build this many, we sure aren't going to dabble in that few." So they agreed upon 69, but Fred, you're going to take 20 of them. So either him or his wife, Helen, would sign under the hood and on the dashboard.
On the dash.
Right.
So this whole thing was ordered from a dealership.
Right.
And basically he kind of used that ordering customization form to, well, it's kind of skew the system.
Right, so unlike today...
It didn't say I couldn't, so I did.
Right, so unlike today, here's your 3 packages, 6 colors, 7 wheel choices. In these days, if we can do it, we'll build it type thing. I mean, and again, look what they had to work with versus today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is Star Wars.
The transmission in here, of course, it's a manual. It's a 5-speed or it's a 4-speed? It's a 4-speed.
Yeah.
Okay. And was the transmission anything special?
Muncie.
Okay.
Muncie, yeah.
With the 427.
Yes. They wanted something built that could hold the performance that it needed to do.
Right.
I mean,
so other than the transmission, and the engine, that's really that was the modification package on this.
Right. That was the heart. I mean, like I said, with the hood down, not running, you think it'd be Grandma's grocery getter or what have you.
You got in and started it up.
When she started it up, boy, Grandma, I'm proud of you today, sweetheart. Can I have a turn?
So, it was rated from the factory at right about 430 horsepower.
Right.
I've heard that they actually ran a lot higher than that, closer to 500.
And insurance reasons, to help you and I be able to afford our premium, we're going to rate them at this, but we ain't going to tell you the full story, so to speak.
Okay, so they are more than likely underrated.
Right, and right.
Okay.
Fair statement.
Just looking inside here, how much restoration was done to this car to bring it back? Or was it basically this way and we kept really good?
Well, put it this way, the vehicles we buy them already done. And not to be sarcastic, what we found is a lot cheaper to buy them done.
Yep.
And the people that are redoing these, they're not novice. They're the people you would want to be restoring
these.
Type thing.
So this was restored when you bought it?
Right.
And do you know for a fact that it was? Because how many miles does it have on it, roughly? I'm trying to remember
it's like 3,600.
Yeah, it's low.
Like
it's really low.
But I imagine from their race days and stuff, something was redone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because these were used, or most of them got wrecked in racing.
Absolutely.
Why there's so few of them?
Exactly.
I mean, they weren't made to start with, but
right.
Okay. So we're really, really good in a straight line, but after a while,
things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Just like you and I, right?
Well, speak about yourself. I'm doing fine.
We would make a good leveling pair. Now, like the PBT that you see on the firewall.
Yes.
That stands for paint, body, and trim, so the assemblers knew special attention were needed in those categories. And the letters could be upside down, backwards, mix match, but either case it stood for paint, body, and trim. I've seen it. We have several Chevrolets with that on it. We do have one Ford, a Ford Talladega from '69. That's the only Ford I've ever seen it with there.
Okay.
And I've yet to see a Mopar with that PBT. So I don't know if I want to say it was an industry's deal or not, but that's my knowledge on it.
One of the things that, we've noticed, I know, on cars that are worth a lot, and they've been fully restored, there's an incredible attention to all that kind of detail.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to have something like that missing would bring the value down. Well, they would have had, this marking, whatever. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I also noticed, it's just interesting, air cover. Well, your engine closes.
Right, you got your ram air intake. You're sealed. You are sealed. Yeah.
And okay, so let's go around the side here,
Sure.
And I want to see. I'd like to see the interior here, because this was really just standard. I mean, it was. We've got another Camaro we're going to look at that has a little bit of a different interior.
Right.
But this one.
Pure vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl. You say that so nicely.
Yeah.
It almost sounds good.
Oh, thank you.
What is the silver dot in the brake pedal?
I've never noticed that before, but thank you for bringing it to my attention. Maybe for the foot to slip off the brake pedal.
Well, that's
easier.
what I'm thinking. Just get off the get off the brake a little easier.
And only one mirror on the driver's side. And you do notice that it doesn't have a radio.
No, the radio was deleted as well as the heater, right?
Right, and not even an ashtray.
The plate's deleted. Not even an ashtray.
Boy,
sheesh, this was really kind of bare bones.
We got to go back to the engineers on this one. And there's where Helen Gibbs signed a glove box store.
Oh, sure, right here. So it's in here, and then it's also on the radio, the collar of the radio.
There you go, yeah.
Wow. Just, the quality of the refurbishing, even the steering wheel.
Yeah.
I remember.
Attention to detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even the clips up here for the seatbelt.
Right.
I mean, a lot of cars used to have this kind of steering wheel with the little bumps in the back. I mean, that was really common.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if it was a Pontiac or a Ford or whatever it was.
Right. Today's vehicles, you feel like you're trying to wrap your hand around a baseball type thing.
It's all leather wrapped.
Yes.
Oh, boy. This has got to be fun to drive. You feel like you're sitting low to the ground here.
Yeah, like I said, your pizza will still be warm when you get home. But you ain't going straight home with it either.
Ooh-wee. Okay, so continuing with the, in the back here in the truck with the details.
Right.
Again, completely redone stickers.
Exactly.
And all the jacking instructions.
And it even gives you a few little highlights about this vehicle is equipped with these different features as well.
And that would have had to have been completely remanufactured. Somebody had to remake that sticker, because there's no way that would still be in that good of a shape.
It would look like you and I if it did, right?
The spare tire, right. I love it. There wasn't a lot of trunk space.
No.
So they moved it up to the side and then clamped it in place.
Exactly.
And then your jack is sitting underneath that. That almost looks like one of those bumper jacks where you sit.
That's when you could see the jack.
Yeah, you'd have to sit underneath it.
Yeah, and a full tire, unlike these little donuts you get today.
Just the interior on this is just crazy.
It's even got the undercoating type stuff into here too as well.
This is nicer than it would have been sitting on the showroom floor. And
also you still got your side markers on the fenders as well.
Yeah, and those are functional, or are they just they actually turned on, right? There's a bulb in them.
They're just on all the time.
Okay.
And you still got I usually call them poverty hubcaps. Just something to cover the lug.
Right. We were talking earlier that you could, if someone pulled up to your house and that, you'd think if you didn't hear it running, you'd think, boy, they don't have a lot of money. They're about kind of a strip bare Camaro.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right on. And even how the little attention to detail to the character.
I saw those before. There would have been mock air intakes.
And bias ply tires, unlike the radials we get today too.
Yeah, those.
So how many times would you go up and down the strip with these? I'll say 3.
Oh, 3, yeah, not much.
2 could be, 4 would be a push, I think.
Now, of the 30, this is number 36 out of 69
Correct.
ever made. How many are still left in existence that you know of?
This is the only one I personally ever seen.
My understanding on the motor itself is that it costs a little over $4,000 to make.
Right.
So I figured out that with inflation today, that's about $28,000 to $29,000
Yes.
just for the motor.
Right, and the car itself with a run-of-the-mill engine would have been about $3,600.
Right. They said about double the cost of the
Easy.
car adding that engine.
Exactly.
Well, what a piece of Camaro history. I mean, it is truly a one of a kind.
Right.
We certainly, if there is another one, we've never seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I have it.
And just beautifully restored. I mean, this is crazy.
Right.
And to see that engine in there, I mean, that came out of Chevy's racing.
Big time.
Because the heads on it used to be iron, right? When they put it in this one, they changed them to aluminum.
So you're going lightweight.
Yep.
Back to front.
So in total, the engine ended up weighing about the same as the old engine, I think.
Right.
Or they should. I read 2 accounts. One was where
I'll say you're not far off, on either side.
Maybe a little bit less.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, thank you again for being willing to talk with us and about this beautiful 1969 Camaro ZL1.
And I appreciate you allowing me to help you out with this a little bit. And good Lord willing, hope to be back here again.
Thanks also to the shed, to Bob Marvin, who is the owner of this car. He is here today, and for letting Rick talk for him.
We'll find out.
You got volunteered, didn't you?
We'll find out.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, folks.